Hello, and welcome to the 8th of August in the year of the 2026. Holy fluffin' fluffers. Oh, I like the way the camera, I can stand and still be heard, I think, but I do need to change my camera angles here for a minute. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Pardon 1 second. Oh, good, chat's working. We are live. Oh, hello, relax. Welcome. I probably need to turn some lights on, though, don't I? Yeah, let there be light. All the bright. Hey! Oh, my goodness gracious. How are we doing today? I feel like based on the collection in front of me, I mostly collected for today's broadcast. Let's just do a little tidying. I won't do clickbait. I do have this chemise that I also want to stitch, but I promised 1840's stays, corset, what have you. No, there's my whole head. Hey. Oh, where are we? Here we are. Oops, let me just be a little more violent on the table. More violence. Hopefully we don't shit the bed with the video. I don't know what was happening this week, because wasn't. The only consistency was streamer or live broadcast. How that end goal happened, completely different, but the 3 Alien Space Cats really were doing quite a number on shows this week, so I'm like, mine shit the bed too, but at least I was in good company. Oh my goodness gracious. So, oh, you know what? Thanks for reminding me. Relax is representing in the front row for the most spectacular peanut gallery chat, because they don't always chat much, but when they do, holy minute. Oh, good but hot. Yeah. The heat's starting to come down, which is good. We'll get there. Oh, fire. And there are options up in the nosebleed section for the spectacular workers and lurkers, because you have to be entertaining as you. Why not attempt to be as entertaining as a slow motion train wreck? So here we are. For your rubbernecking, goosenecking. I have so many other things to do, but you know what? The sounds of that sweet singer sewing machine, sometimes emotional support abuse support cats, and that wild and crazy phoenix are worth our time. And thank you to whoever keeps thumbs upping the show before I get a chance to smash my thumbs down. And where are they smashing their thumbs ups and downs? And preferably downs. At the Phoenix Lecture Circus. Yep, the one, the only, the me, because I'm so vain. We show up 3 times a week. Just make shit. Did I say in Phoenix Lecture? I forgot. Damn it. Alright, so I don't need to talk that loud. Let me know if I need to turn down anything. I've got the gain turned up, the phantom mix audio thing. Well, I'm not turned up all the way to full max, but where are we? This book from the Mummers, so great. And I love how she did it with the pages that I need a thing to hold this book together, because it keeps growing, because I keep filling it with oohs and ahs, such as the fabric, the liner. Nope, this one's the liner, the facing, and I have a picture. You are good on my end, yes. Hopefully people can stop needing to use their phantom audio blasters, because oh, road. You don't need to. I don't want to become a road shill, but there's certain things. Here we are. Uno corsetto from the one and only Genesee Country Village Museum in Mumford, New York. It was spectacular. I've been there. I don't know if I've seen this corset in... It's possible I've seen this piece in real life, like, last century. And it's from the century before that. But here we go. So... I cut them off, but I've been making little notes of what the order of operations, and we began last night, the Sweet Dove and I, gluing and clamping paint stir sticks for this center boning channel. Does the front camera want to see? Or actually, you know what? The front camera wants to see because I just want to use this busk as a giant pointy tool. So, I don't care if you want it. You're going to take it and you're going to like it. So, yeah. No, there's our correct orientation. That stick thing in the middle is in my left hand. No, don't come forward too much. You always gotta pay for that show. That extra shit show. Alright. So we're so not a pretty girl. We can't even sell our boobs on the internet. Alright, Phoenix. We're not even 10 minutes in. Holy moly, today is gonna be spectacular. So, yesterday we clamped and glued. I know, I hear you. You're like, Phoenix, didn't you use 2 clamps? I did, but the other clamp happened to be the one that also is primary usage microphone clamp, and the girl needed microphone clamped. I think I can just pop off. Ooh, there we go. Ooh. Yeah. So, lots of wood glue, some rubber bands to help hold the... There's my hands in the camera. And then I very patiently just set it somewhere and forgot about it because I would have wanted to touch and play and see and start marking on the fabric, and I said no, you have to save the grand unveiling for right now. So I present to you busk. We'll see how this works. The original is, what did they say, maple carved thin, and then because it was thin and possibly steamed and or just heat and sweat from being next to the body, shaped it. They sell things like that. For the first go around, was like, yeah. Hey honey, can you see at the paint store if you have to buy or they still give away stir sticks? And here we are. Also, the rubber band is now glued. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. That was very satisfying. Gonna see better. There we go. Alright, so far so good. We haven't shit the bed for the show yet. Good. And here we are. So the original also said 1 3/4, mine is 2 inches, whatever. I don't care. I thought about being more accurate and I decided it wasn't worth that much to me. Oh! Since we are not... The original's from the 1840s. That would have required hand sewing this whole thing, not doing it already, not being completely exact in my construction, reconstruction, interpretation of. So here we are. I'm just going to throw all that stuff on the floor. Here we are with the fabric, and you guys probably don't really love that vocal inflection. Let me try on a new one instead. Here we are, and this section is supposed to sit. I think I want to do the curvier end at the bottom, not that it really matters. And I'm going to. I am actually we are going to cut this piece out, the center piece, as I throw all the mice overboard. Grab me the snips. Let's cut that out because I want to do the markings on the blue side rather than the inside. Yes, there's going to be marks on the outside. You're not going to see them once it's all stitched. But I want the stitching. I'm going to cut the top a smidge bigger in case I need. It doesn't matter. We're going to do it this way. I need scissors. Come along for the ride, kids. Here. Oh. You really do not feel anything that is actually. We have like 5 million pairs of scissors, and the only ones my hands first come to are these. What the fuck, Phoenix? Who cares? I'm gonna set the bus someplace where I don't drop anything on it. I think that the glued halves will hold up to their task, but that doesn't mean I want to needlessly torture them. Right. I don't need to sit yet. Cutty, cut. I like the notion that this was originally a riding corset, so it was meant for moving and doing stuff, which is what I like my garments and things to be able to do. I'm super excited. I think it is long past time that I revive the Is It Poopable videos that you guys have downstairs on hard drive. They are over on the tube. Ow! A gajillion years ago, there used to be, allegedly, there was this way that you just like press some buttons and your YouTube stuff would just import magically into Rumble. And you know what never happened? Yeah, so regardless, I thought we've got such fun movable costumes and just our clothes, which are clothes are not costumes. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, I'm going to leave the remainder of the pieces intact over there because I don't want to lose them. Also, I only need this one right now to do this part. So, here we are in the front cam, the front panel. Here is where the boning. No. There's my boning on the side. There we go. You know how to do this. Good job, cameras, for not shitting the bed. Thanks, you, for your cooperation. And I printed out just this front one for right now for reference to see, because on theirs they have the boning or the center busk, a line of cording and then half-inch boning all slotted in together there. And instead, I am going to use the 2-inch bus with they had theirs measured at 3/16, whatever, according this sugars and cream whateverness is going to be the next, and followed up with a strip of the synthetic German Baleen wheeling stuff. Whatever. And we're going to use the edge foot so stupidly close. We're going to do the boning, the center busk section first, because everything moves out from there. We're not going to cut the bust gores yet. We are going to cut the top here a little bit more. I'm just going to set all you guys aside for a second. Oh, there we go. I can't wait to start sewing finally. Oh, on other news though, I did finally finish the center flower motif creation. So that is quite exciting. It's not completely finished or attached yet, so maybe we can work on that. And I think after all of the hemming and hawing, and because it needs to go in to a box with all sorts of I think I'm going to put a row of pins where the gore is supposed to be cut, so that I have a reference point on the side, because I'm no reference points. And I need a couple so I get the binding of the channels up correctly. So, where is my mind? There we go. Pretties for a different time. Really? Hey. Oh yeah, the fires, it still hasn't reached 100 degrees here, so it's not quite been like summer. There's other places it's been a little bit warmer. And fortunately, there wasn't more fire activity, but you were. Hold on, I need one more. Problem hopefully averted. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's too early for that show. Alright, now that I have some pins, I can flip it over and have them as my guide. Maybe I have to figure out where the center is. Oh, that's good. I kind of like that I can use the camera for a different. All my perspectives fit into it. There, looks good. Oh, you know what, Phoenix? I'm just taking the pen and marking it on the fold. There we go. Definitely middle. I'm just going to take some big strokes. Now that we've got the stroke lines in, we can stitch along the channels. Alright, let today's sewing begin finally. There's nothing like sounding good and then only having to hear me blabbering. Well, much other stuff. Oh, that was funny. Welcome to my lipstick got stuck to my straw and was like pulling my lip with it. You really didn't need to know that. Oh, that sure was some really intense, matte, grippy lippy. Is it that my eraser here? Here. Oh, I'm also, we're going to put the, we're going to need both of the edging feet. So I might as well just pull them out now. Here's, I have half of the two that I need. I knew there's somewhere close by. Oh, I should grab my list of what. Again, draw your attention to Mitch McConnell's hands. The hands in the most recent photo where he is going home, the bandage and the bruising on both of the tops of his hands are what you would expect. The previous two, it just poof, wasn't there. It would have been so much worse. There's no way. I don't believe it. Let's do this side first. So we are going to be very brave, not stab ourselves. Oh, and be extra careful because there's all the pins. Because once I get these, oh, is this right? You know what, Phoenix? I think that I'm going. I think I'm gonna go sew the center one on from the inside where I can see my market landmines, where I can see my landmines the best. Yes. And then stitch all the others from the other side. Because I don't want to cut the gores yet. Everything I can do while its own piece is going to be better, but some of the boning strips require the gores to be set in where that's the way I'm going to do it. Oops. Calm down. think I need this to be a little bit longer, so we're just gonna stitch on down a little bit longer. Oh, yeah. What in the absolute rubbish is this? What? Look at this disaster. Who? Like, are you touching the spool? What the flip? We had a bottom, no, there's bottom thread. Phoenix, show them what you're complaining about. I don't even have the words. All these little loop-de-loops. How dare you? What is going on? Are you in the right spot? You are flowing correctly. Are you coming the right way? Yes. So why? Oh, you know what? We're just gonna go with this. Because let's try to do another row of stitches before we take out this disaster. Lest it be the pushing against the wood, but now we already have a guide, so we're just going to go with this. Let me turn this around so I can see. Are you both like second tips? I think there's just one that's all a bag of AIDS. No, why is everything wrong? Alright, bleep, bleep, bleep. We've got some technical difficulties at the machine. And, alright, you look good. So there's obviously something with the top thread. So let's rethread. It's the sewing machine version of when in Doot, reboot, or reset your internet. Turn off and on your surge protector. Just start from scratch. This is what we're doing with a rethread. So those two lines of stitches were really good. Okay. Let me get my tools because I'm being blinded by the lights. Alright, we're still streaming. Good. Alright, why? Yeah, alright. I don't know. I didn't do anything different. I need to grab my list. Though I still need to be riddled the rationalness that is migrating homeless meth users to locations with mismanaged forests, whether they be public, private. Oh, those stitches really better get in. Oh well, we'll do this for the third time. Do it for the third time. Oh yeah, it doesn't make sense. Mismanaged forest lands that with high fire danger risks and folks that just love fire. What could go wrong? Like, seriously. Isn't that like the best idea you've ever heard? And if that wasn't awesome enough, why not have a concentration literally at an on-off ramp to gigantic inter-country shipping lane. Like, what could possibly go wrong? I don't know. I just don't know. Alright, I'm driving along the bottom because the bottom needs to be finished. So I'm just taking care of that now while everything is all loosey-goosey and I've got room. We're going to give some space and see how we can stitch this together. No, you... Yeah. It's my top for attention. Alright, hold on a second. This, I know it's my top for attention because until this moment, bobbin side looked great, which is good because it's on the fashionable side of this, but the top thread that is on the wrong side has got all of these little loop-de-loops. There is not... Alright, you're gonna have to get out of the way, big boy. Oh, is my spool upside down? I feel like, how could just join us? There is indeed a top and a bottom. Alright, don't be a bad. Just bring me a stack of diamonds to stitch with, please, and a needle that's always threaded with whatever color I need to be stitching in. Alright. Sorry for all. No, we don't do needless apologies. You're welcome. This is how we troubleshoot both live streaming and sewing misadventures for you. We do this so that you don't have to. Good thing these old machines, seriously 120 million%. They're not selling right. It's my fault, or it's your fault if you have the pleasure of having and using one. It's really crushing it today. Just for a very high quality, discerning audience today. So until Colonel Towner Watkins did the Five Eyes episode on Alpha Warrior, and I learned that Five Eyes actually was for Indiana, and the crossovers with the university and the content being produced with the topics that no one asked for, but feel like messaging campaigns. And I still have to go back and look. I think I'm gonna try the other side just to see if I can see my stitches a little bit. No, we're doing it this way, kids. Please be right. So beautifully. I think I'm actually going to have to rip out some of these lines of stitches. There's such a collection now of this many bad rows. Oh, they're not even. Muy terrible. The front side, it looks so good. But this tweet. Old Phoenix would be like, I'm just gonna leave it. And now we're like, no, I don't like it. I gotta rearrange. Because there's the sewing position, and then there's the stitch ripping position, and they're not the same. Okay. We do find it valuable to take the time so that we have high quality finished goods. We don't really need to see all the times that we had to do it and do it and do it again. No, seriously. Maybe I am gonna. Maybe I'm actually gonna put a new needle on. I'm sure that one was new from my box of old random needles. But because we try to do we try to be thoughtful about our machine maintenance, and I don't think that a thread floof or material squeeger is what's causing our issue. So, in this instance, we will actually go to the box of new needles. Can't see that. I do have new needles. What I don't have is enough. Okay, I'm just going to continue to pull out these threads and listen to the sounds of my gastric gremlins. Does anybody else who should stream have this issue? No matter what time you time your feed to when you're going to start your show, 30 minutes in, your stomach is always grumbling. It doesn't matter whether you ate 2 hours before or half hour before. It just... Why does stream make you hungry? I'm not. I think I've ripped out enough of these. I'm getting ready to just sew over the rest. I am so better. No. Don't unpick half of them and then leave half. That would just be easy. Oh, but see, there was a line of good stitches. We see it now. Trimity trim, really close. Let's see what's got Phoenix. You're not gonna shit out now. You've already told everybody that you're better than me, so don't stop. Until you take away, stop. I'm picking. Could you be quiet, stomach? I know, you're my only... Oh, actually, you know what? Sing all you want. Gastric gremlins, you are my only company. Cats are sleeping in windows. Oops, right. That be something. Just get a little too aggressive and cut through, so let's try from this side. Almost there, kids. Almost. I know, I need to go back and look. I'm pretty sure I saw messaging in my area that historically it's always been, you have enough water for 3 days. I feel like I just saw them trying to message 2 weeks. And I need to go back and see if my eyes have been deceiving me or not, because blah blah blah, but what do they know? What are they planning? How much work? Actually, they don't need to plan anything. how much worse are the things that are old and need upgrades and have not been properly serviced and managed, that when it finally begins, it is just gonna, you're just gonna blow on it, and it's just gonna oof. Because if they do really expect individuals to need to have to hand 2 weeks of water, where do you expect people to put that in these time? I mean, not that but there's so much like, oh, we've got to take care of the homeless people and all this. Where's the city stores of 2 weeks worth of water for every homeless person through their NGO network of shenanigans? Where? Show me the warehouse, kids. Show me the warehouse. Where are you hiding it? And oh my god. Why are they all on the 5? Because how? My brain is not being able to unsee that if there's more locations, particularly along the I-5 corridor, that this magical pairing of unmanaged forests, that huge risk for fires, and folks with a drug habit that involves intense flames just make it make sense. Our production quality is not shit in the bed, and nobody's here to enjoy it. You're welcome. Actually, though, I see you folks who watch the show afterwards. I watch my numbers change. Because being amusing for the workers and lurkers also is the folks who fall asleep to us when we're sewing enough and not just bitching. Because we're so hypnotic. Alright, please sew. Couldn't tell whether my good stitches. Nope, that's not good sounding. Oh, Phoenix, the new needle only works if it's actually screwed in tight enough. Or else it's just gonna break. It no longer be new. Alright, let's try this again. We read. Nope, I'm hallucinating. Cat's on behind me again. Are we gonna play nice now? Is everything okay? Nobody's touching where they shouldn't be. I don't know what's happening today. Actually, there's a lot of stuff that's good happening today, so yeah. almost a little funny. Not consistently funny. Oh, Mike, is it you I'm looking for? Is it you? It was, why'd you have to be doing that? I know, you just wanted to make sure that I didn't forget that you're like one of the only mics that gets to say you get to touch rub all the threads. Okay. You're always part of the yarns, Mike. I mean, you're always here. I even put your little hoodie cover back on, because, I mean, what Mike doesn't look cute with their furry little mousy dust cover? I listened when you were like, I insist on this, that, and the other thing. Or we're just gonna, like, go on strike. Treating us with suboptimal working conditions. But here we are. We're doing it. Oh, those stitches look so much better. How dare you be rubbing and touching my thread like that? Now we should be able to slip in the center wooden bus. Oh, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. It's really gonna do it. Ouch. It didn't hurt. Why do you, for the same reason we say sorry when we aren't really? Oh, I need too tight. Is my center channel too tight? Oh, Phoenix, you did just say that, didn't you? But it's true. Because my wooden bus should slide easily in and out. And I think they're a little too narrow. This is why. Just gonna unpick this half. Then we'll give a little bit more room. I know how this happened. Actually, you know the way to fix this. We've done this fix before. We are just going to slot it in there and stitch it in place. Because we're brave. We can do this. We've got the tool for that job. Just need to unpick this one. Oh. Squeezing in the rippers. The snipsters. My brain is trying to think of funny names for stitch rippers. Because Because we know Justice calls hers Jack the Ripper, and I didn't know people named theirs. And now I want to know everybody's Stitch Ripper name. What is your favorite anthropomorphized object that you have? Do you anthropomorphize objects? Or, no. Did I use the right word? Did I pretend that I had any intelligence and then fluffed it up by opening my mouth again? All are possible possibilities. Ouch. Alright, hopefully we can actually get some sewing done, because I really am curious, once we start getting on a roll here, how much can we actually get done? Because there's only 3 panels, so there's not a lot of seams in it. There's a fluff ton of boning and channels. This is going to be better. The girth of the boning, it's the boning's girth's fault. I need to know how much ease it needs. Phoenix, you keep saying the same thing over and over again with different words for no reason. Wow. Okay, I'm going to take this apart again and sew it from the front side, but be a little bit more careful, because this time we are unpicking reason number 557 why this boning channel, center busk channel, is being unpicked again. This time the culprit is bone in channel, so I can theoretically get the spacing right. However, this time I was a little bit too generous, and at this center gore part I only have this much fabric to cover a plastic boning piece and a piece of cording. And I do not, but I have probably just enough right in here. If this was a little bit pushed closer. But what I'm going to do, however, is put it in the channel but stitch it on the front side where I have purposefully left fabric to account for that girth. Because I knew it was going to take up some space. Don't cut a hole in your fabric now. What was that? Okay, this is going to be extra fun, boys and girls. I'm going to really push the bone. Oh. Push the bone over and push the bone over. Push, 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 push the bone over. I need to be able to see being really firm and tugging this episode has got way more push, pulling, and tugging than we generally have, so don't get used to it. Now I really need to. Okay. Just ride my channel. Ride my channel. Okay, don't touch too much. Not that. Don't touch me there. Don't give him my illness first. Stop. Don't touch me there. Now, theoretically, I should be able to pull out this busk. And we did it. Oh my god, we did it. Ow. Oh. Sorry, I can't. It helps. It's easier to put it on while it's flat. Regardless, we have stitched our very first wooden busk, center busk thingamajigers. What am I thinking? I think my brain was thinking to get the two boning channels and then stitch. No, actually, do we need? Where did I throw all of my things to? Let's get the materials and hold it and see how much we actually have with how much I'm gonna need. At least this much, 1/8 of an inch for our seam, and at the bottom, the bottom gusset pieces are flat, they're not pointy, and then you use that to be the stopper for 2 more boning channels. And to do that, we're gonna cut right where you can't see. We're gonna cut right here horizontally, but we're not gonna do that yet. So I think we're gonna open up these pins, get, what is it, 1 row of cord. I think we can do 1 cording and 1 boning channel. But you know what? We're not doing a faithful reproduction. There's no. Alright. I think the boning is going to be too much. So let's just do a strip of the cording to have enough for the seams. I guess this is where if I like hand sewed the whole thing, it would be a moot. It would be different. But good words are as we have. Noisy. And then you have to unpin these ones so I can lay the cording on the inside. I've seen different ways that people, but now I'm gonna flip it over because I can't take out seam allowance fabric from the back side because I don't have it to share. That's really what the dealio is. Yeah. What? Oh, no, actually. Hello, Synthos State. Welcome, welcome. So far, so good. I've been having a good time. I don't know about anybody else, but the three-eyed alien space cats have not completely derailed. My video still works and is synced up. My audio is still hitting my markers, and I've only unpicked 5 times, and he left before I finished answering the question. Oh, Jackie. Alright. Fluff this knot. I don't care. What am I doing? Okay, that's what I'm doing. Going to lay this piece of fabric next to my boning channel, but we're gonna whip it around so that the blue layer is on top. I will. Oh, you'll not try to derail you either. You're working on a game, okay? Or maybe just playing a game. That's fine. That's all right. I'm. Oh, this project. Rue be the phoenix that I'm have 5-second thought in my head of. Oh, the words "quick, easy corset" are never a reality. Do make. Oh, I think I'm gonna sew silver in there accidentally. Hey, Loki Fluff, do you want to be my support cat? Oh gosh, no. Why am I fluffing around about this? It's gonna be fine. You know, actually, you know what my brain is thinking? Because my center boning is bigger, I don't think I care enough to try to squeeze in. Here, let me just get the picture so you can understand what I'm flopping on around. So here's the center busk, which my finger is tapping. Right next to it, there's my finger. Find my finger. Yep, that's coffee. Alright, somewhere near my finger, you can see the center bone. There is a length of the cording, and then there's a bone. The way I cut my gores, I don't have enough fabric in the seams to do that much, and I've already changed the center busk by 1/4 of an inch. I think I'll have enough support. I'm just not worried about. I'm just not going to worry about it. So instead, we're going to begin the awesomeness that is going to be setting in the bust gores, because they do need to be set in to do the boning and cording along the bust gores and underneath said bust gores. So eventually we will get to sewing. I am, for the time being though, going to slide out said bust gore. It will make sewing very challenging, and I don't need it in right now. So I'm just going to slide that out. And I was careful in my Hollow Hans. What was I going to say? My marking of the pattern pieces, because I wrote I drew Roman numerals next to where all the pieces were supposed to line up, so I want piece 5, 6. So where is piece 5, 6? And 6. Let's cut that one out. I can only stitch in one at a time, so I'm just going to rough cut it off, set the other pieces aside. Don't do that stupid thing with your voice anymore, Nick. It's really starting to bug me. So I'll just stop. But then my brain was wondering if the video kept getting slow. I was like, how do we remember what RAM we have and how much RAM can I ram into my laptop? Because we don't game, but we do try to run fancy. Alright, 5, 6 goes. Oh, right, because this got cut too long. Alright, so I'm going to get my pen and just make a little notch for how deep I need to cut this bust gore, because I accidentally, on the first iteration, cut the white too deep and thought there was something wrong with the pattern, but no, this blunt edge is very intentional and I need it. Why am I would ask why, but we're always unhinged like this. So instead of marking, I'm just gonna cut. Split out. And when I get to it, I'm gonna cut this middle section in half. So I've got, you'll see when we get there. I'm gonna do this sandwich method. It's 5 and 5. Alright. So I'm literally just making sure that my numerals are aligned appropriately, and I have a fabric bust gore sandwich. The tastiest bust gore sandwich anyone never asked for. So I've got the gore section as the bread and the main body as my filling. The lining, fashion on fashion, lining on lining. And I am going to change my presser feet and stitch with a little more than a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Alright, but I need to change my presser feet and refill the needles first. Then we will get to sewing. So much sewing. I don't need them right now, but I will need to again soon. Thread, do you want to like completely a new roll of thread? Why are you doing this? Hey Loki, do you want to come visit and say hi? I know it's not quite time for snacks, but I'd be really excited if you came and sang them a song. Cause meow is the time. Meow is our moment. Meow, we rise. I don't know. Alright.
Oh, Phoenix, you know, also try to make better eye contact on top of everything else, because you're kind of like looking in that general direction, but not really looking. Alright, enough creepy faces for a minute. Oh, you're laying on the catnip covered toys. That more exciting than thinking you're gonna come over and get snackies? Do you think because it's only gonna be in the low 90s instead of the high 90s, you're gonna just go outside? Just also like, oh god, we gotta finish. We're so close. We're more closer to being finished than we were before, but we're still not finished yet. And I'm curious, because if they're gonna start encouraging Rumble, I mean, for the small creator to do this pay for pay blues thing, then like, ugh, I'm glad. I'm curious. What an uproar that's creating. But I mean, I need to consult this picture again real fast. There you are. Oh, that's how. Okay, silly Phoenix. I'm gonna have enough in the bust gore. That's how we get this boning channel on this section. I need to have this enough seam allowance for that. Oh, or maybe just playing a game. Yeah. Oh, I got that. Synthesis. Yes. The friggin' creator program. Yeah, all the rumble grumbles, every time they do something, they can never win. I love that they really try to listen, or like, but they need to just ignore the creator program. I almost think the creator program just needs to go away. But they're in now, and people need to, they're signing up for it. You choose to say you're going to commit to doing these things, and it is always a moving goalpost. That's their liberty, it's their business and their money that's paying you. So also, I don't know, what is anybody on this pickaxe? I thought about it, and then I had a hard, like, you know, if there requires some, I have to upload my driver's license to be able to get to the next step of I don't want to use this as an identification form. No, not interested in your platform hard pass, no thanks. So I don't know if anybody else am I just too grumpy about that? I don't think so. I don't pay much attention because I don't want to make a big effort to make money doing this. You know what? I did have that in my own head notion also. I need to split this, but not all the way, but just enough. Do I need to split that? Fuck this up. Oh, do they really require a driver's license now? I did take the time to make an account, and then you had to do this verify, and it said upload a driver's license, and I said no, no, So that's the 3 hours that Phoenix thought that we were gonna do pickaxe, and then did I fuck this up? Why am I retarded? Oh, it. Whoa. Hello. I don't understand. I asked to run quick. I don't get it. Because then I have to stitch here, and then I have to turn it to get through. Okay. Needed a moment to think outside how I was supposed to stitch on this next. Yeah, I don't know. It was a big turn off for me. So, like, no. Oh no, not for X, for Pickaxe, whatever that other social media thing that all these Rumble people are, that I see many people, the Rumble grumblers, they're like, oh, I did like none of the work on Pickaxe, and then I got paid the same amount as I did for Rumble for doing like so much work that I voluntarily signed up to, because yeah, Pickaxe, whatever this other social media platform. It's like you will find another way to verify that I do exist for me voluntarily thinking that for whatever reason, you may provide me financial gain. Yep, no, that's pretty much it. And big turn off. The hugest turn off. I have to figure out what's going on here. Again, I need to... Oh, right, because it's the gore sandwich. I need to flip and turn and flip and turn. And I think I'm going to deal with that after. Alright, but don't go all the way to the bottom. Oh, they're nutters. Okay. Phoenix, lay this down so that we can have a group think of how we've done this thing before. Why can't I do this thing now? Since I haven't given Rumble a phone number, I don't think I have. I don't remember, but yeah, I hate that marginally less. Apparently your features are limited. Oh, well, good enough. Right. You get what you want out of the platform. Perfect. Don't force me to see. Don't force me to divulge things if I'm not interested. For the promise of you saying that you... Yeah, no, I don't care that much. It's just not in me to be terminally online like that much. I don't think it's... Yeah. If they want more than the minimum, they need to stop spam bots. I'm out. Right? Yeah, something... I want this to be this side, but this to somehow needs to be like this. Alright, I've got half of it. So I need to come up the side this way. Did I do it? You need to be this way.
You need to, okay. Trust me, I think this is really gonna work. Does this look like it makes any sense? I get it, the answer is no, but I we can work it out. Alright, maybe for the sake of me getting something done, I'm gonna do one half and then I'm gonna sew the other half so that I can, because I know that this, I know it, I feel it in my bones that this is the right way that this is supposed to get stitched, assuming that my needle is threaded, that everything is going exactly, no. Alright, let's start again. Needle threaded, check, good, alright. Now where was I? Allegedly, it's a corset. Yes, exactly. Oh, I do miss the spam, some of the live stream spam bots from back in the day. Then we're gonna do this like foley thing. Yeah, no, see, I got pictures. It really is gonna be a corset. I mean it. I really. It had been too long. We've only sewn one corset this year. Not enough underwear on this channel. I just can't have that. I can't continue to make the joke that we are one of the premier analog sew underwear streamers on Rumble. Like, what are we even doing? Okay. And no, I'm really questioning, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure this pullout's really gonna work really good. I mean, this is gonna be the best pullout you ever did see get pulled out. When we get to the pulling out. Oh, itchy nose. And there's going to be a little funny business at the bottom of this bust gore piece. I'm going to fix that because part of it is going to need to be hand whip stitched at the end anyway, so it's going to be alright. Alright, I want to claw my face off right now, but in lieu of that, if I give a tug and pull, come on, pull it out, baby. Pull out my gore. Look at that gore pull out. Just look at that. One bust gore stitched. And there's some questionable ways to get that boning in there. Oh, you made one in 3D this summer. It seems like a good move. Definitely improves the look of the game. When does a corset not make something better? I mean, come on. Yeah, see the tippity tip of this one. We're gonna just finish that by hand. And there's the center. Yeah. Yeah, because from here I can sew channels for the boning and maybe even still have enough room for the piping piece. So we'll just figure it out. Oh, if it's on a dude, that would make it worse. I suppose, yeah, if a guy, well, but hold on. Weightlifting belt turn support, but turn like sword belt girdle thing. A laced up, taut waisted belt for holding tools. You wouldn't call it a corset, but I propose an offer. It's it's not fully full on. However, for your consideration. Now you see exactly. I suppose that could be manly, and that's what I said. Yup, but that's the difference. But they're both structured support devices, so they're the same. This is it could be lower. There's under the bust corsets that's just a waist thing. The waist trainers for athletics for the. I'm gonna get both of the gores stitched. I think it's the same. And then we'll sew more boning channels. Alright, which piece do I need 3 for? Because this one just supports other things, so I can do activities. And if it's really made for horseback riding, then it's meant to be bounced around on my horsey. Oh god. Why? Oh. It's on the other piece. It's not different. It's the same. I keep reading the same comment over again. I need to get back to stitching. But I'm glad that engineering exercise in my brain of spatial fabric manipulation with a good pullout was indeed the correct technique. 3, 4. 3, 4 on the door. You know, once these gore pieces get in, everything else by and large is straight line stitching until we get to what is going to inevitably be towards the end of putting in the eyelets in the back. But I have an idea. I mean, if a guy wearing one to make his waist narrow and show off his ass, no heterosexual man wants to see that. No. Yeah, for the nipping in of the waist, absolutely not. But arguably a weight belt, a PT belt, or But the therapeutic, like sciatica over the shoulder support braces is medicinal corset. I think they just changed the name and the shape so that you don't think about them the same way because of marketing propaganda. But yet, I think having a wasp waist on a gentleman, like, it's an aesthetic choice. It's a choice. You can choose it. Nobody said that anybody else is going to enjoy your choice, but that you're free to make that choice. Why am I putting these pieces? Milk. I did this anyway. Alright, stop laughing around. Just cut it. See, exactly. Girdles in armor games. Oh, yup. And you would need something underneath all of the heavy chain or plate mail that was supportive. You would have needed supportive structure garments because literally the weight of them and the digging in of the materials on your shoulders or waists or what have yous, it would have hurt. So the purpose of some of these garments, like, was for the purpose of holding your clothes on your body. So, yeah. Get girdled. Or let's just have more being gruntled. More gruntled, please. Oh, foolish Phoenix. Thinking, I'm gonna get so much done. This way. And this way. And that way. And that way. Like this way. And that way. No, there's not. This. Going to say there's not really a way to do this seam on these types of pieces without it being a huge mental. You've asked and questioned yourself 5 gajillion times and pray that you don't need Susie and the Rippers to come save you. You might. Oh, something to say. So here I take it you're working on the flared part. Yes, for the over the busticle cuppage. Indeed. So here in the reference drawing, there's these 2 triangles that are not the easiest to see. But there's one, and I'm trying to turn the book as if I can turn it on the website, on the pictures. So there's the front one, and then off to the side is the second one that I'm putting on. They're kind of, the boob shape in this style, in this time period, is very interestingly placed. So here we are. Oh, laces in the back, yes. Or do those stitches take all of the strain? In the front part, the strain is, there's going to be straps. Where did I put my bone in? And in the very front center, we have our wooden gore. Our wooden bust that's going to be our belly support, and there's going to be lots of reinforcing. It'll be very well supported, the most supported, and because allegedly this corset was made to be worn while horseback riding, it should offer a lot of support, but also a lot of flexibility and movement because I'm guessing somebody stepped themselves up. Yes, bigly reinforced. Yes, huge reinforcements. The most reinforced. Indeed. It's going to be good. I've never had anything so structured up the front before. Now I just hope that the glue holds. And I will also be on the lookout for a nice piece of maple or oak to carve and polish and shapen down into a nicer one that's not mine for free. Ah, so the boobs are apart, no cleavage. No, it's like this weird little like poked up at the top, but mostly smushed flat. Yes, yeah, flat and up. Hey, Freya Froofers. Yeah, because I don't have any pictures pulled up. When I'm smarter and more talented, I'll figure out how to, what's the word, have another window open in OBS so I can share web pages, but I'm not there yet right now. Exactly. Smushed, not flat. Smushed flat, yes, that's the Baroque style, early 1700s. pushed up all the way. Yeah, this is not so much up your unnaturally high. It's more where they're at, but smushed completely flat. So there is like boob spillage out the top of the front. That's what a chemise is for, boys and girls. Underwear is there for a reason. I did enjoy my experience that was sewing the gore sections in two so I could get the engineering of the folding right, exactly maximum size. It's trees. The only time anybody thought that, maybe that was a good look. I'm just always intrigued by athletic period garments, because there was always acrobats and circus and all of these types of things have been around for a really long time, so I'm just fascinated by the tricks and how you move in the clothes of the time. Yeah, that's it. I also like that there's straps on this, because sometimes you just need a little extra shoulder support. Oh, the smoke's starting to come in. It's always fun. Forest fire talk. So hysterical. Forest fires nowhere near out. We have no idea, but that they're contained in mind, but they're still burning. So hopefully it stays good. Exactly. Synthostate shoulder straps. Yeah, it makes sense for horseback riding. 100. Yes. Because you got all that arm moving. Whether actually in the 1840's, probably most ladies were riding side saddle. No, it's magic, because I sewed all those seams and all of these things, but there's everything's tucked in on the stitching line on the front and the back, and it feels like magic. What also is gonna be, I'm probably gonna not want to do it, but should press before. I'm gonna have to iron. This is gonna take so much longer to sew than I want it to, because I hear Alibaba Furball Darth Manual in my head. You will iron at Phoenix and you will enjoy it. And it's important, and I will. When I was studying the 1700s one for your game, they had a stiff, rigid triangular piece up the front, really emphasizing cleavage, bursting out the top almost. I think they were still. It was a different shape of wooden busk, I think, at that time still. Yeah, fascinating, the shapes that have been chosen. And to think that ladies are like, oh, we dress this way because men told us what clothes we were supposed to wear. I'm like, I'm pretty sure ladies have been fancy, catty, bougie bitches since the dawn of women were created. Yes, exactly. That's why mine is paint sticks are my example. This was a deliberate choice. The original was, I think they said carved maple. The center busk piece. Yeah, they used to be wooden. Yeah, no man told them to say it. No. Yeah. No. Yes. No. Yes. Yeah, I was not feeling fancy enough to hand carve my own center busk yet, so in lieu of that, paint sticks glued together became my second best choice while we get the garment constructed, and I take the time to hand carve me some busks. A busk. I wasn't in the mood to spend like $40 and then however for shipping. Stiff but flexible. Exactly. That, yes. Because they were molded to the body, so they were thin enough that either the wood originally would have been, and most like not unfathomable. I need to be closer to this. That the wood would have been steamed and bent and molded into that, like to cover the belly and to have a little bit of shape. It wouldn't have been straight up and down. It probably would have been straight and then curved out a little bit for belly pooch and then done. Just a smidgers. So I think if I spritz some water on parts of the wood, not too close to the, I don't want it, but hopefully this wood glue is not water soluble, but I can get the wood moist a little bit, and then through the heat of my body and movement, I can gently mold it into shape to fit like a glove. Exactly, wood. Yup. Ah, good old wood bending. The pullouts on these gores are so satisfying. How many times can I say pull out it dirt while we're sewing for today? I foresee at least 3 more opportunities to pull out today. Oh God. Phoenix, you're not that funny. That joke is not that good. Yeah, I would really love it I'm gonna love it when the great spirit of the Oregon Trail frontiersman that does still exist in this state gets its head out of its ass and actually goes back to the forest. Oh, don't pull too hard. I want to just gently tug these out. Ease out of my Gorby. You can do it. Just pull it out and push. Don't bite your lip like that. That looks weird. Pause. So that's okay. That one is nice. Something doesn't look great at the top of this one, but I have to think about it. Oh, did you sense that you've done a little? I forgot whether I used steam iron or something else, but that's the idea. 200 to 300 degrees. Okay, and clamp it into shape several times if it doesn't want to bend all at once. Okay, good to know. Yeah, because I was like, oh, we're in for a penny, in for a pound on this. I feel like these pieces like that. So I'm gonna have to unpick this whole piece that we stitched so nicely in, because it is sitting a good centimeter plus above where the seam is supposed to be. It's supposed to be down lower, or just set in lower into the triangle piece, and it's not. Okay, right, some woods are better to bend than others, like elm. Okay. Right, yeah, because you want something softer, because I probably super hard wood, unless it's still a little green, but you wouldn't, if it's something is too aged and brittle, the amount of moisture to take and slowness of time. Oh, whoops. What are we whoopsing? Yeah, oh yeah, me. Yeah, I fluffed up. I'm kind of thinking about transitioning to my chemise and unpicking this quietly by myself. Or
what to do. Oh, softwoods like pine and spruce are probably the worst for bending because they don't hold their shape so nicely. Because can you be too springy? Like, and then once you're there, it's like broken. Yeah, I'm sure this is probably not the bestest wood, which is... poplar and aspen are good. Yeah, I'll keep my eye out and figure out what wood I'm gonna carve and shape for a nice one. Yeah, just brittle. Yeah, cause balsa wood. Just, you like look at it, you breathe on it. So here's where we are so far on our corsets. I'm fluffed up. I'm gonna work on another project for a few minutes and just let this one, let me think about how, I didn't do terribly. Do I want to do the other? You know what we can do? If I can find the bones, we can do some boning channels. You should be able to get thin sheets of poplar or aspen at Home Depot. Okay. Huh. I'll have to keep my eyes open when I go head out that way. Oh, because I've got to go and return that XLR 3.5 cord because Mike didn't like it. She's like, no, I want this particular attachment, the 3.5 adapter, and the box. Nothing else. Not the cord with no adapters. No, we're gonna sound like pooper doopers that way. So I've got to go for a drive and return stuff now. Phoenix, where is your recording? Where's your going? There we go. So, under the side... Oh, camera 2 died! Hey Loki, I know, and it was my fault. You need impedance matching? No, I don't, stop this one, cause I forgot to plug you in. I forgot to plug in the died, and that is my story. Alright, I guess we've got chat and me and camera 2. No, I didn't hack together. We upgraded to the Rode A1-1. We have the Movo XLR to 3.5 adapter with the Phantom Power Boost do whatever the step down for the Phantom Power Boost into a 3.5 into our mic. And I've been quite happy. And I hope you're happy too, as I'm like petting the mic with the boning. That's what I'm running because nobody asked. Here we are. Oh. Okay. Only one mug. Oh, it sounds. Oh, good. It better. For all the hassles and all of the work, not work. Well, yeah, no, because usually if I'm gonna do a big upgrade or something fancy, well, it's the Phantom Power Boost, and I'm not even turned all the way up on the gain. What I did have all the gains and all of the filter, everything's turned up super loud in OBS too. So we're yeah. Like, please let people finally need to turn me down, because I have the Rode Video Micro mic. It's technically an on-camera mic, so it's got the 3.5
jack in it, but I can also plug it into my real camera or my other SLR cameras. Yeah, she's old, 10 years old, $60. Same mic I've been running. I like Rode. I don't know, somehow I got a Rode mic and just stuck with it. So yep, that's my microphone. I know they've got different ones. I, in my head, like that it can attach onto my camera, so if I'm Rode Video micro. Yes, I think that's, let me double check, but I'm pretty sure exactly that's, oh, you know what, here, oh, I can do this without, yeah, here, Control C, let me just plop the link from Rode in my chat, because we're not shills. This is exactly, that's the one I use, that's the one I like, or the one I got and the one I'm still using. It is, yes, it is a 3.5 output, but I chose it because I chose it. It's the one I wanted. It's the one I wanted. But as long as I treat her right, I mean, she freaking hasn't let me down in the 10 year. The 10 years, has it been that long? Regardless, no, it doesn't matter. But good quality, little, I like her. I keep using it. Can't convince me otherwise. She's like the machine. If something's not working, I fluffed something up. I don't see a major problem with that. 3.5. Yeah, I can't complain. And I really like the low profile of it. Oh, you have hard problems with the XLR plugs. Yeah, 'cause I got brand new from the Guitar Center, the XLR to 3.5 cable with the same mixer and same mic, and it didn't pick up the mic nicely, but then also I can't use the Phantom Power Booster with that cable, so I just got the Movo adapter, because all said and done, I didn't realize that Rode made a $50 version of the same tool that I spent $15 on, and my brain whorishness would have, but I was like, $15, $50. Does having everything say Rode on it mean that much to me, or can I just get the knockoff version and be okay with it? And I'm gonna say the knockoff version is not feeling. Here we are. I'm going to stitch 2 boning channels. Actually, I'm going to finish stitching a boning channel from up at the top. Something say, hey, it only needs 2 to 5 volts, but if you've got 48, right? Yeah. So all I need, that's why I've got the one with the step down. Yeah, the Movo, I've got the one with the Phantom adapter in it, so I do have my P48 button pushed, and I'm not going to ruin my microphone. I got it, and you know what? I love seeing that button red and hearing the magic that it does me. I'm like, oh, so good. Like, keep thinking to myself, when do I have time where everybody's sleeping, where I can just film me sitting quietly at this machine and sewing? Because who needs me to talk when I can just do that we can just have Smasser. I don't know. Just sounds in the machine. So I need to have a whole bunch of really long seams for it to be nice and consistent, or else it's me stopping futzing around half the time. Speaking of futzing around, you know what? This feels like it would be a really good place for one of those cords to go, and then I can, yeah. Maybe I am going to do all the cords and boning channels. Oh, state. Well, you could just spend $100 for a regular Rode condenser mic with the XLR output. I know I could, but I don't want to. Yeah, well, but I want an on-camera microphone so that in the event that I want to be able to record audio on my actual proper camera, that I can do that. So, I want a 3.5. I just can't be convinced otherwise right now. Not interested, can't make me. It does. It indeedy. So, yeah, I'd rather have differently universal things that are good quality than stuff that where I'm just like trapped, because I could just get the batteries and go out to the woods and do some fun stuff. Oh, since the end, that works with the TRS to RRS cable. I don't know. I'm not 100% versed in all of these cable options. It's been a journey through cables. I know, because now I've got a 1/4-inch cable that I'm like, I don't need it right now, because, yep, she's good with what she's got. Maybe we'll just sew the other gores in so I don't get those lost, and then I can give a good pressing, and then unpick, followed by stitching boning channels for tomorrow, probably. Since you've got a pair of Rode condenser mics for recording. They do work good for $100 each. I know, yeah. I was like $60 investment ages and days ago. Has not been disappointed. Like most things at the circus, if something isn't going good, it's because I'm not smart enough to make it work, or it's my fault. The tools are generally good enough. Overkill, arguably. No, I like good stuff. I don't mind the things we got secondhand that are still running great. Since you've got a Scarlett USB interface with 4 Phantom power mic inputs. Holy moly! I don't think I'm smart enough to know what to do with that many microphones. All I just see is the digital mixer board. I got teased too because Dove was asking, I'm afraid that one day my video card's gonna go, and I'm gonna ask myself why I didn't get the mixer that's got the video card input, that I could do both all on the same thing. But I was like, no, it's okay. Next time. Next upgrade. I'm not smart enough to need that much power yet. I don't know what to do with it. So, all good. State. Yeah, it takes effort. It takes an effort to take. Yeah, I'm sure. I know what's beyond me for right now. I know where I am comfortably able to push the boundaries of like, what's going on? And then there's the times where I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna. As much as I enjoy trying to break tech, I know when something sometimes is a bridge too far. No, you're just not good enough yet. It does keep changing. It is a never-ending goalpost of options
Which, oh, yes. Well, I don't know how to flush out those words. Let me just try to not so sucky gores, and we'll set the bar low for next. Yeah. You know, I wonder what have they been working on that's going to be unveiled? What's up and coming in material science? And this is 7, 8. You know, I was laughing when I was doing the mark. Oh, I'm thinking that camera 2 is still got juice in it. I wrote in Roman numerals to match the pattern pieces, because I was like, I could just do hatch marks, but why not be extra? And then I was thinking to myself about old-fashioned codes and message writing, and thinking about the number of younger adolescents understand how to read Roman numerals still? Or is it just going to be that us old folks can write coded messages by just writing like we always have, but because it's not typed, that these young bucks are going to be like, what's that? Oh, you have no idea what's new. Yeah, I wonder. Neither do I. Something has got to. Something. Oops. Did I? No. Oh, I'm trying to cut through a pin. I'm like, why? What is not working? Again, Phoenix, if you're fluffing up, it's usually your fault. This is the 7th part. 6 fingers. It's getting all these pieces lined up in their sandwich in the correct orientation. Okay, this one. Alright. We can do this. We've done this before. We'll do this again. Helps if I have a presser foot on now. Oh, I was bored on vacation the day, so I wrote out the prologue, but Beowulf in runes. That is spectacular. That's good job practicing. Yes. All right. I'm so glad. Oh, that brings me joy. I'm so glad that I'm marginally proficient in the Elder Futhark. I got this. I got you. You leave me messages. I'll read them. Oh god, yeah. Oh, Phoenix Geo games, but you have to leave your tag in runes. It is easy. I think so too. Oh, and I know the Zoomers are doing shit like that. Right? Okay. Oh, see, you pick the younger Futhark, and that's the one I'm not as proficient in. How dare you not choose the Elder Futhark? Alright, let's see here. C-L-H-W-F-O. Oh, the Anglo-Saxon one. I don't know, that one is different too. That Munio, Ewas, Gebo, Feifu, Rhino, Vegas,
Awas. Cause that's, oh, Awas, yeah, cause Nana's has got the 2. But it's funny that the horses and people are similar. We got a filling size. Nope, that's New Athos' Mead. And then another Fehu, except like E is supposed to be 1 rune. Yeah. Cause, well, there's the, yeah, the Awas that's like the M. Oh, right, cause Mount, I'm getting. Brain is being silly now. Alright, give me a second to think, boys and girls. Did I do this? Yeah, because I think I wrote the numbers wrong. 7, 8, 8. Right, I think I can sew the first 2 together. I'll see if we need to separate the other half of the sandwich. You have a stupid little program you can type in runic in. Oh, that would be funny if I do a couple pages in my journal, in my sketchbook, and just write in runic. I like to just write in it. I think it's good fun. Oh, that's what I didn't do before the show was pull a rune. I was for a while, and then it's funny about how many of them frequently were related to like travel and communication. I'm like, yup, I'm getting ready to do my show. We're gonna be influencing people to make stuff. Dud. We got this. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I just have my rune books and my knowledges. And I think I am going to sew them half at a time because it just makes my brain hurt less. But I get the sandwiches lined up the right way. Oh, Census Day, and oh, we should totally go back to runes, if only to get rid of lowercase. Yeah, oh, that would be good. Yeah, let's just mix it up. You know, we're gonna make metric will be, is the far superior measurement unit of measure. Those are the words. So when we're going to plan for the zombie apocalypse, post-apocalyptic, we are run on metric and the Elder Futhark, please. So saith the circus. Oh, if you can't read the runes, you're not welcome. Or you'll have to learn. I'd rather go standard top. Yeah, I want the one. There's one that I want. Yeah, because the other one, daylight savings. No, we want standard. That's the one. You know, but I don't care because even perma DST would stop being a right. Exactly. Let's just be whatever one Arizona's on. Let's just do that one because having Arizona, whatever Arizona's on, let's just make it one. Not to be forever an hour off from Arizona, because that just sounds utterly stupid. No. Yeah. Oh, whoa. Metric is a bridge. If you fluff off, we want to move decimal points, quarters, 3/16, 5/8, fluff off. We want tenths, hundredths. Why make life more difficult? You can just move a decimal point. It's so much easier. Just trust me on this one. Just try the metric. You'll like it. Okay, this is where I gotta get ready for my big stuffing followed by pull out. Oh, this corset should have been called, or this show could have been corsets and pulling out. Pull out your corsets. Oh, I know, Sympathy, it's convenient for certain things like nuts and bolts. I know. Why do all that extra math? And you could just move. Oh, Arizona, Kansas, whatever. Fractions are bait. Can we just be based 10 and not based 12? Just strongly consider, and the volumetric conversions, that 50 milliliters is the same as 50 milligrams, and yeah. Synthesis based 2 is superior. Well, everybody just wants it binary, but we need a little bit more nuance sometimes. Oh god. Alright. We're gonna stuff and tuck in so real good. If you're measuring water. Liquids. Yeah, I know. Okay. Yeah. I'm thinking of, yes, you typically drug math. Who else gets to do drug math sometimes? Sometimes you just drug up math. But if you're measuring soy, say pure grain alcohol, it's gonna fall a little bit. It depends on what your thresholds are with what it is you're doing. I know, there's all the other fancy things that you could do using the specific gravity to get all the massaging stuff. Yeah. Here you go, not wanting to be particular, but then we're gonna be super particular. Come on, Loki. Come up here and sing for them. I think they'd hear you better if you come it up. Come on. Do it over here. Come on. Okay, fine. But sing for me again. Up here. Come on. Come here. Okay. Where are you, Freya Roofers? Oh, where do you want some snacks? Are you going to come over and sit on my chair for snacks? No, you're going to go over there. All right. Loki, stay put. Stay put. Ow. All right, I'm coming. Ow. Oh, you'd say sorry for derailing you, but that's exactly. I didn't like this conversation anyway. Loki, you're up. And next up. Seriously, right. Snacks. More snacks now. Alright, we can have a couple more, but if that little pooper duper comes in, he's gonna want snacks too, and... Alright, just a couple more. Because then I have to go back to pretending I understand how to make these seams go on nicely. Alright, are you good, dude? Okay, my finger's clean enough. Alright. That's enough for right now. No, we can't have all the crumbs on the machine all the time. Wow, you are covered in glue from being outside. Ay. Troubles. Thanks, boys. That was just what we needed. A little palette cleanser distraction. Oh, that's, I did that the last time too. There's, oh, Phoenix will never have a nuclear corset on our watch. No, but I am still trying to figure out what we can do if I order a spool of that high conductivity sewing thread that is capable of carrying. One of them can carry a current of 100 and the other one can carry a current of up to 300, like the little tiny. It was ohms, 300 ohms and 100 ohms. Does that make, did I say those words right? But we could, the little one, yeah, like the Phantom, that's 100, yeah, 100, 300. Little ones, because the thread is little. Is it, try to be smart and I don't know the words. Where's the symbol for it? Am I gonna... You have no idea. Not right now, I don't. I know it's sewing thread, and they said you can use it for little LED lights and telemetry stuff. So, yeah, 300 ohms, that's what it is. That's the resistance, which means it's not super, super conductive. Thank you. See, it is, yep, 100 ohms and 300 ohms. No, not a lot of conductivity, but again, I mention sewing thread that has any conductivity. Wow, I did not make you work for your snacks. I was so lazy. Logan, you just had some. You just came back in. We're just gonna be here for a little bit longer because I'm distracted. I can't sit still. I'm hungry. I need a nap. Yes, it's ohms. 300 ohms and 100 ohms. I do remember. It just took me a second to like pull off. Can you tell Phoenix? Not electrical engineer. Definitely for LEDs, not if it's not too long. Well, I mean, the LED strip for too long. So, I mean, the spool of thread is like super long. We could. I'm just curious of what our potentials are. But what's the gauge? Is there a typical gauge wire that I would need? No, because they're using... What if we got a spool of electric fence wire that was cut to the right lengths to make for a radio, the two different lengths for radio antennas, but we stitched them in boning channels using the high conductivity thread? What would we gain from putting high conductivity thread near our radio antennas? Why do I want to do this? If you try to go through the whole spool, it won't work though. Oh yeah, okay. You're not gonna go through. It's for long strips. Yes, watts is my power. In the volts, and then the yes. Ah, physics. I suffered through this. I suffered hard through this. Oh, all the resistance and all the things. I think I still have my books. Okay, I think I need to pull out. The thicker the wire, the more amps you can put through it. It's like a wider pipe. Okay, right. Which is why the big ones from the box that I hijacked out of the dumpster are like super massive. think it's time for another pull out. Yeah, so they're not good for, or the high conductivity thread can't handle a lot, but it could handle some. I'm curious about what our potentials are. The voltage is the water pressure. The higher the voltage, the more watts you can put through the wire. Yeah, like a bigger, more open, assuming that there's no shit in your tube. If the tube is nice and big, you can put more through more easily. That kind of looks like a sack of pooper dupes. No, I sewed these pieces on wrong. Alright, I'm done. I'm sewing stuff backwards, sewing stuff inside out and wrong. This is... No. Alright. Ian, okay. Last little bit of our physics lesson before my brain is going to explode for today. So to say, as jumper cables are thick because cars run on 12 volts, but you can put more power through a thinner extension cord at 120. Heavy appliances run through 240 volts. No, it's okay. I had a feeling I needed to either A, pick another project, or B, take a break soon. And yup, 1 out of 3 gores put in completely correctly. 2 out of 3 gores put in questionably. So I got some unpicking quietly to do by myself. Well, I sit quietly. I was going to say sit quietly, but that's not true. I'm probably going to put the TV on, or the TV to watch Rumble or YouTube or something. The power lines on major streets are usually like 30,000 volts or more. Yeah, who's set up to make the converter box? It's time to have a drink. I'm going to continue to sip on my Mountain Dew and say we don't keep alcohol. We don't keep drinks at the house anymore. My waistline likes it better. My brain, I don't like that my brain likes the idea of like, oh, you can just have a cocktail, blah, blah, blah. But military, 400 volts. I forgot the project that I was doing that I was joking about. Oh! Dove was complaining about the cords and all the wiring, and I made the joke about the 500-mile tape, and he didn't understand what I was talking about. And I was like, my setup doesn't have enough 500-mile tape, and it would have fixed it all. But, alright, I'm making jokes that make no sense, and but we're sewing shitty. So thanks everybody for hanging out with us. It's been great. I had fun. I did some good work, and I see some fun unpicking ahead of me. We had cats. We had glued wood sticks and all the fun stuff. I'll be back tomorrow at 12 p.m. I might be around on the internet later. I might just hide. All right. Thanks everybody. TTFN. All right. Bye.